Good afternoon or good evening, wherever you are. My name is Dawn. This is Hudson Vintage. I have a channel on vintage jewelry. I'm a vintage jewelry expert, and I have an entire library on how to find vintage jewelry, how to wear it, how to collect it, evaluate it, attribute it. There's a Facebook group you can get on through Patreon where everyone is really helpful and everyone loves each other. And thank God you guys are there. I know I totally blew it the first time, but today, it's going to be a short one. I'm actually preparing for tomorrow. Tomorrow is really exciting. I am attempting tomorrow. It's going to be between 2 and 2:30. I am going to do a live reverse auction. As far as I know, I will be the first person attempting a reverse auction in our community. So I'm going to be starting small with some thrifted things and some jewelry jar things and some of the less expensive things in my collection. And I think it's going to be great if I can manage the technology of it. Also, so that's what's happening. Also, I'm doing that to prepare because I don't know if you guys know this, but I entered last year before I had 1,000 subscribers. I did a 30-day challenge with Daryl Eves, who is one of the managers for Mr. Beast and some other really big YouTubers. And he also runs a channel and a podcast called Creative Disruption. And I learned a lot during that challenge, and I got 1,000 subscribers through doing that pretty fast. And then fast forward, I'm meeting with him next week. It's going to be in one of his videos that he's doing kind of a follow-up with a coaching call. So I wanted to make sure that I was up and running with live before meeting with him again. And it's exciting for me because I get to update him and say, when last we spoke, I had 1,000 subscribers and now I have 5,000. So things are really on track. Oh, you made a live. Oh, cool, Kate. Okay. I want to say hello to everybody. Oh, you're all here. My goodness. Ooh, Family Pickin', Moon Goddess, Yvonne. Hi, Yvonne. I have in my hand, by the way, I have the winners that I'm going to announce. I'm just pausing a little bit because I want to make sure everyone's here. I want to give them a chance to be on and hear it live. Hi, Nicole. Nice to see you. So we could do a quick 20 questions. I attempted the first time to ask you guys to have questions ready and already up in the chat, so I would be able to answer them, but that didn't work out because I totally screwed up the live chat, the first live, whatever that was. So hello, good afternoon, good evening, Lizzie. Brenda, hello. So does anyone, oh, you're all just saying hello. Reverse auction, yes, okay. So reverse auctions are where, and I'm going to be doing this through my Shopify website. I'm going to be doing it through my shop and a new app called Rosie. The problem with it is, of course, that Shopify only has set prices. You know, when you put your items in, when you list them, you have to put what people will pay for them. So I'm going to be tinkering with that a little bit. I'm going to try to put in, you know, like, hi, Liz. Oh, okay. Well, some of you are even texting me. Okay. So this is the ring. Isn't that pretty? That's the ring. I don't know if you guys can finally see it. And then, where is it? There is someone in the Facebook group, Lauren. Oh, no. I don't know where I put them. Okay, I can't do, oh, there they are. No, that's not them. Hold, please. Anyway. Oh, here they are. Okay, so Lauren is, She does. She's kind of amazing. But one of the things she does is she does hand hammered jewelry. And I actually, in the future, would love to do a collaboration with you, Lauren. But she made these beautiful wired, lovely, like hand hammered from wire silver rings. And it actually allows me to wear my engagement ring because the engagement ring is too big otherwise. And I haven't been able to get it sized because of the pandemic, because there's another video I want to do when I do get it sized, but I only trust, certain ways and means to have big diamond ring sized. So that'll be a whole other video. So should I do it? Should I make the announcement now? Let's have a little bit more. Oh yeah. So the reverse auction is going to be very exciting. And the way that I'm going to plan it, I need water. The way that I'm going to plan it is I'm going to put after I'm done with this live right here, I'm going to go to my website and I'm going to list everything that I'm going to be putting in it. It's going to start small. It's probably only going to be like 20 items or 25 items if I'm lucky. And I'm going to make each one, $10 or $20 or something. And then I'm going to enable tip so that when I start the reverse auction, I'll say like, oh, look, here's a mug. This mug, on regular, boutique sites or, on First Dibs or, wherever you may find it, right? This mug may be worth $200, but I'm going to start the auction at $100. Does anybody want to pay $100 for this? No, of course not. Do they want to pay $50? No, of course not. Do they want to pay $45? Maybe. Do they want to pay $40? Maybe. $39, $38. And then when someone buys it, they can go to if they want it, if they think $38 is fair, they'll go straight to the Shopify app because that's going to be enabled tomorrow. If I do it right, there's a lot to do. They'll be able to do it straight from their screen. And what they can do is find this item and they can tip, right? Because otherwise it's not because I can't constantly change the price on Shopify. So if it's $5 and they're buying it for $35, they'll tip $30 and then they'll get it. And, yes, of course, people could go in and be a troll and try and buy things not for the price, but I'll just void the sale. So it's going to work. It's going to be fun. And that way everybody gets to watch the price drop instead of have the price increase. So, I think I'm losing people. I wish I knew what was going on. So anyway, yeah, click like right now, if you can, please. I appreciate that. I also appreciate the applause. I always forget to say thank you for the applause. They're really, really sweet and lovely. And I actually do use that money to buy coffee. I am a coffee addict. Okay, I'm going to make the announcements right now. And last time, I never had my water though, and I'm losing my voice. Hold on. Okay. Holy cannoli. I love that line. I use holy cats a lot. Okay, so the winners are Lizzie and Louie, Obi Cabela, JPGR Mom, and Nicole Devine. So congratulations. You'll be getting packages from me. And I hope that really makes your day and makes you happy. Stephen, so you think that makes sense. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. It's extremely daunting because what I have to do when I hang up with you guys is I have to set up the Rosie app. It's the Rosie app. It's made by Stage 10, right? And so I'm going to be setting that up in my phone. This is only my second live ever, so I'm really not, it's not second nature to me yet. So and I've never done it with my phone before, so I'll be setting it up in my phone. And then I will be taking pictures and listing the items that I actually want to put in the reverse auction. And then tomorrow you will watch for your notifications, because as soon as I have those things set up in the shop, I'm going to be putting the schedule. I'm going to be scheduling the actual live for tomorrow. And my goal is to have it ready, or have myself ready, by between 2 and 2:30, or it is going to be 2 or 2:30 p.m. Pacific tomorrow that I attempt the reverse auction. So this is high tension and drama, because I could fall flat on my face. Hi, Adrian. Between 2, it's either going to be 2 or 2:30 tomorrow. It's alive. I'm attempting a reverse auction with a new app on my phone, and I've never done any of that before. So it's either going to be a spectacular failure, or it's going to be a live auction, reverse auction. It's one or the other. Yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to be great either way, because everybody loves to see an epic fail. And I'm not afraid to fail in public. You have to, if you're going to be doing YouTube, you have to test and adjust and test and adjust. And that's what I've been doing. So now I'm going to open up the floor. Yes, Lizzie and Louie, yes, you won. Yes, you did. And Nicole, I know you were there a minute ago. You won too. Nicole Devine, right? Is that? Yeah, Nicole Devine. Congratulations. Email me, everyone. My email is in the link. My email is in the link. My email link is in the description box below. And if you're on your phone and you have trouble finding it, it's very easy. It's hudsonvintage@me.com. hudsonvintage@me.com. Please email me with your details so I can send you your Friend It Forward packages. And they're going to be random, because I don't know anything about any of you guys. So I'm just going to try and divide it up fairly among you. No, you do not. Hi. Okay. You do not have to have the app. You just need to watch. Actually, I don't know that. That's a good question. From what I understand, you just need to watch YouTube as normal, and it should be there. I guess we'll find out. I don't really know. Oh yeah, this is going to be great. Well, anyway, I said I did it. I said I was going to do it. So now I have to at least try. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Well, I know that I want to work it out. I mean, reverse auctions are really great and really, really fun. And, if one of us can figure out how to do it, I know it will definitely catch on. Let's see. You won't fail. I will be there tomorrow. Bye for now. Bye, Kate. Thank you so much. Okay. So live and learn, Stephen. All right. Okay. So any other questions? You can ask me anything. Ask me everything. I don't know. I can start telling you my story. Does anyone want to hear my story? I can't wait. This is going to be fun. Hi, Yvonne. Okay, so little background about me. I have always been an entrepreneur. I have a background in art and design and in retail and in insurance. So somehow all of those things melded together in this perfect elixir that became the YouTube channel. Because of the insurance background, I have very good understanding of ethics and the way to speak. Errors and omissions are really considered sins in insurance. So I'm very careful about the language that I use and the integrity that I have whenever I say anything at all. Every sentence I think about. So that has helped a lot. Yes, I did work at Macy's. Yes, I did. Very good. So I started out when I was 16. Actually, I had my first business venture, and it was wildly successful. The summer of my 16th year, I used to go to the By the Dozen business district I think it was, I forget, 28th Street or 27th or 37th or whatever. And I bought by the dozen Dealy Boppers. They were these headbands with these things. They were called Dealy Boppers, like this. And I was 16, and I stood outside of the World Trade Center, and I sold them. And I bought them by the dozen, and then I wore them. And I would say, 1 for $6, 2 for $10 or something. I think, I don't know. I don't remember the price of the Dealy Boppers. But then soon after that, I noticed that there was the side of a newsstand available right across from the World Trade Center. So I rented it. And then I went to the jewelry district, and I started to get earrings by the dozen. And what I would do is I would choose some that were higher quality and cost more, and some that were lesser. And I would hang them up. I got a pegboard, and I would go every day with a milk crate, and I would buy these earrings by the dozen. And then I would go up for the morning rush, and I would hang them. And then all the secretaries would come out of the World Trade Center, and I would say 1 for $6, 2 for $10, 1 for $6, 2 for $10. And it became my first kind of study to see who bought what. And I got pretty good at it. I could always tell pretty much who knew to buy the good stuff and who didn't. I could tell by the way their eyes moved, by the way they were looking when they walked over, by how they were dressed, all of that. And I made a lot of money that summer. I think it was I was born in 66. How often have you worked on film TV as an expert in your field? Okay, too many to mention. And I've always been really bad at press. Like, I know some people in Hudson, where my shop was, they had entire press books, or they had pictures, on the side of their wall of their door or whatever. And I just hardly ever did that. But I have been a source for pretty much, anything vintage or retro that you can think of. Like, a lot of it I've been the source for. Men in Black, all of the Men in Blacks, Carol, what was the name? Oh, Mad Men, movies. Just a lot of them. I've just been the source. And again, it's because when you know your stuff, the costume directors have people that they work with who are kind of their assistants, or, they bring them the things. And so I get calls like, I need a brutalist secretary in 1966. And so I have to know what that means, right? And you only get one try. So if you send them anything that's not appropriate, they never call you again. So you really have to know what you're doing. You have to have it ready. You have to do it fast, and you have to be able to do it on notation. And that's the secret. I cannot find the link for the giveaways. Can you tell me where to go to find it? Oh gosh. Okay. So somebody just texted me. I don't have my phone. I need to see what that text was. Retext me, please. So the giveaways are not a link. I just announced them, and I will announce them again. Lizzie and Louie, Obi Kabbalah, JPGR Mom, and Nicole Devine. So you guys email me your details, and I will send you your Friend It Forward fun packages. And there's more. If anybody wants to send Friend It Forward and keep it moving, that's awesome. My details are in the description box below. I have a P.O. box. So, if there's anything that you would like to, have the community, find in its homes or whatever, that would be great. I don't know what I just said, but I'm sure it sounded ridiculous. Have the community find in its homes. Yeah. Okay. Right. And that's immediately after I said, I think about every sentence. No, but I do. It is important to me. You're welcome, Lizzie. I cannot find. Okay. Do you have any Sherman jewelry in your collection from Canada? Yeah, I don't have enough. I think I have 2 pieces. One's beaded and one's rhinestone. Let's see. How often have you worked? I did that one. Who won? I missed. Okay. I just did that one. I remember deeply Dealy Boppers. You do remember Dealy Boppers. You had them in England, right? So anyway, so I rented the side of the newsstand across from the World Trade Center. And I went every morning and I bought the stuff and then I put it up on the pegboard. And then I allowed myself, and this was in I don't know, I was born in 66 and I was 16. So 76, 86, 1983, 80, I don't know. Anyway, so it was the early 80s. And I allowed myself $100 a day spending budget in the early 80s. And I took a car service home every night because there was too much cash to take the subway back. And then I would the next day go and buy more by the dozen and hang them up. And I did that every day all summer. And I remember once I had a boyfriend who I later married, and I took him and his gang out for Chinese food, and I had a book. I didn't even have a purse at the time. I just had a book with John Lennon on the cover. And it was sitting on the table, and someone said, "Oh, is that a vintage book from the 60s?" Which it was, but it was my journal. And they opened it up, and I said, "Be careful, there's $900 in there." And they were like, "What?" So what is Friend It Forward, please? Okay, Friend It Forward is a thing that I do on my shop. My website is shophudsonvintage.com. And if you get something there, you can pick from the Friend It Forward. And it's a way to keep all the fun things, moving. And people send me a lot of things. So instead of selling them, I mean, some of them I might sell, but most of them I will put in the Friend It Forward category. And if you never see any, if you were to go to the shop right now and pick something out and buy it, and then you didn't see anything in Friend It Forward, because it is hard for me to keep those listings, fully stocked. The fill-in of the Friend It Forward can be high. So once I get to know you, or even if you buy something just by what you buy, I can kind of tell. And then I will send you something from the Friend It Forward just because you made a purchase. And so it's kind of like a surprise in every box if you didn't pick something. And some people do pick things. Most of them don't. Some people do pick things that they want from Friend It Forward, but most of them at this point trust me. And I'll just pick something great and then send it to them, put it in the box, and that's Friend It Forward. And that way, these things kind of always get good. They always find good homes, right? And we are the custodians of what we collect, definitely. Vintage jewelry, vintage in general, is worth keeping and taking care of. And so we need to make sure that we feel like we are the custodians. I actually don't feel like I own any of my things. I'm the custodian. And I've been blabbering on for 23 minutes and 13 seconds, so I'm going to wrap it up. But thank you so much for tuning in today. Stay tuned. I'm going to be listing everything for the reverse auction tomorrow, and then I'll be scheduling it. So you should get a notification of when it's scheduled. And I will see you all tomorrow. Congratulations to the winners. And next time we do this, tomorrow, actually, during the auction, get your questions ready and put them in the chat beforehand so I can see them. Thanks again. See you next time. See you tomorrow.